Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're going to continue the project of the assembly of the B2601 today. While you guys were not there, I kind of did a couple of things. I got the crate out of the way. I was actually pretty concerned about that because I don't have usually what you would use to get this tractor out of the crate is either a forklift or a overhead crane. Don't have a forklift. Don't have an overhead crane. So basically what I ended up doing, it was actually very easy. I was kind of stressed out for no reason. I used my trusty little floor jack to raise the back of the tractor. And then when that was kind of leveled off, I lifted the front with this little ball jack here. And I was able to slide the crate out enough to put on one tire, and then when that was done I was able to relocate the jack, put on the other tire, and it didn't really take a lot of time. So I got one of the rear wheels on, as you can see. Beautiful little sexy tire. Actually this looks pretty, I don't know what you guys think, but this looks pretty badass with the tire without the fender on. Something out of a Mad Max movie or something like that. I kind of like the look of this, but I will be putting the fender on. However, I will be doing the second and, well, I guess the first and second auxiliary remote install first. So now that I've got this thing all nakeded out, oh, and to keep when I was taking it out of the crane, in order to keep the tractor from rocking back and forth and losing balance, I just use these chainsaw tree felling wedges in the front axle, so that way it won't move anywhere on me. So first thing on the assembly project, before we do the fenders, before we do the seat, the instruction manual tells us to put on the rollover protection cage. So I'm going to start by doing that. Yeah, so let's get to it. So I'm going to be referring to the assembly instructions here that were provided by the tractor. Now this is copyrighted by Kubota, and luckily for me, I'm not breaking any copyright laws because I'm a teacher, and in the province of Quebec, which I'm located right now, a teacher can use copyrighted material without written prior consent of the author if it's done for educational purposes. So this is something that I will be sharing with my students, and so this is all sharing it with the world of YouTube for educational purposes and done by a teacher. So I've got the loophole on my side. Anyways, this is good promotion for Kubota. Give you an idea, give their customers a better understanding of the product and how it's working, actually how well it's actually made. So in the instructions, I'm not going to go through the whole book, but it's got everything you could possibly want to know and more. It teaches you how to get it out of the crate, how to install it, and then it actually gives you, all the listing of the parts you have, tells you the safety information. Really well done. So first thing it says to remove the battery, charge it. Did that last night. Remove the 3-point hitch, and then it says to attach the ROPS, rollover protection system. And the instruction says to look at the instructions provided by the ROPS. So this is actually pretty simple. I guess they have different protection systems requirements for different countries, stuff like that. So if you look at that little fancy picture back there, the way that this actually goes is you got to take apart your whole 3-point hitch linkages, the spacer, ROPS goes in, this would be the tractor, and you have your PTO shaft back here. So just to superimpose things, so this goes here. This guy's going to need to get out of the way. And then, yeah, the ROPS bolts right here with these lovely little holes with the different little screws. So yeah, that should look pretty good once it's all done and set back into place. So let's start. So a point of correction on my part here, they actually, for some reason, install the ROPS while the tractor is still in the crate. I guess they really don't want it to move without the rollover protection system. And I actually removed the sway bar links, the lower sway bar links, and they actually go on, as you can see in the picture right there. So I was kind of curious. There was a spot there, so I had a look, and yeah, you have to go with the stabilizers first, and they kind of go on in a special way. They're unidirectional, if you wish. So they go on there. I'll take a look at that, and then you get the ROPS, spacer, and then your 3-point hitch piece. So I stand corrected one more time. Love correcting myself. There's absolutely nothing unidirectional about this. It's just the way the arrow was pointing in the book. So these just go on any which way. Got this guy in here. Shaft is nice and lubricated, so that's good. Again, I would prefer if there was a Zerk or something in here, but there's always a way of spraying lubricant in there to get it to go. And now we can see, this makes a lot more sense, that the ROPS will go right there and it'll act as a stopper for this pivot point. So that makes sense. Oops. Okay, so you are the, looks like the left-hand side. Yep, let's grab that, bring it over. Slides on over. Huh. I have to remove that bolt? Didn't think so. I guess that bolt comes out. Well, well. Takes care of that. Okay, what else is your problem? Oh, there's another bolt underneath. Come on. Nice tight space. Yeah, it goes a lot easier to install if you don't have bolts in the way. Rule number 1. So we got these 4 long guys. Start those off by hand. We got 4 shorties for the sides, like so. Not a perfect first time fit. Got to move things around a bit, but that's to be expected. All right. So I got the 3 on that side. 1 here. This is a long one. And I guess one long one on the bottom. Now I'm not using the power tool because I don't want to strip anything. So starting things off by hand is always a very prudent way of doing things.